because I always forget to do that. Okay,
No.
we're recording. All right, can everybody hear? Do we need to have everybody mute? Is there a lot of background noise? Do we want to mute and then we can open it for questions at the end? What do you guys think?
No,
What's best for you guys?
How do I see everybody?
It's a little loud.
Okay, all right. If everybody wants to mute themselves and then we can, if you guys have a question, unmute yourself and please feel free to ask the question. That might help for some of the background noise. So I want you guys, if you have anything that comes to mind, I'm not explaining it right, or brings to mind something that you guys want to learn about, just unmute yourself and ask, you guys. Okay, so a couple things I wanted to cover tonight. I kind of wanted to go over the comp plan and kind of do it in a little bit of basic stuff, and then follow up with kind of the power of 3 and a little bit of self-development. So I know the comp plan is a tough one for a lot of people because you look at it and it is really overwhelming. A lot of information on there. So one thing that really helped me is dissecting it section by section and learning it, picking a section and learning that each, day or each week, whatever works with your schedule. That really helps. So I kind of wanted to go over, and some of you that are on here are going to know some of this, but I feel it's still good to go over because for some of our newer ones, it's information that they need to know, as well as, like I said, it still really helps me. So the one biggest thing on our comp plan that as ambassadors really profit from the most is our Plexus Pay Points. And how our Plexus Pay Points work are, our Plexus Pay Points are what we get paid on for our ambassadors that we sign up underneath of us directly, and that our ambassadors directly sign up under them, and it goes all the way down until level 7. So let me explain that. When I sign an ambassador up, that's my level 1. When they sign an ambassador up, that becomes my level 2. When that level 2 signs up an ambassador, can everybody mute themselves too? You guys, we have a little bit of background noise too. You guys can mute yourself. I think on the phone, you guys, there's a little button up there somewhere to mute. But when that level 2 signs up an ambassador, they become my level 3 and so on. Those are all levels. Now, when every month, the only requirement by Plexus is that you get $100 in PV that runs through your website. That keeps you active. That can either be an order from you or an order from a customer. It does not have to be your order, and it does not have to be a customer order, but at least $100 in PV. Very easy. Once you have that $100 in PV, you are qualified to get paid on these points from your team. Now, like I said, Plexus pays us 7 levels deep, which is pretty crazy because most network marketing companies do not do that deep because we can go so wide and so deep. So what happens is when you sign up your level 1s, you're getting rocking and rolling and you're signing up people, they're your level 1s. When they have $100 that runs through their website, then boom, you get their 5 points. If they're your levels 1, 2, or 3, you get 5 points each month for them. Now what happens is at the end of that month, you're going to see your total points at the bottom and say you just have 3 level 1s. So that's 15 points. On average, every month, you guys, we get paid $3 per pay point. That's average. Sometimes it can go down a little bit. It depends on, the pay point level is based off of the volume of all the ambassadors. It's in a big pool of money. And it's divided across all the ambassadors, and depending on everybody's PV, if the PV of every ambassador is higher, we can go all the way up to like $5.80, I think it is. We could make that much per pay point, which is a lot of money. And we can never go, they will never take it below $1.80. That is Plexus' promise to us. It will never go below $1.80 per pay point. So say you have those 3 level 1s, you get 15 points at the end of the month. So you're gonna get $3 per point for them every month. For those points every month, you're gonna get paid. That's your Plexus Pay Points. On your levels 4s, after you get past your levels 1, 2, 3, your levels 4, you get 4 points. Level 5, 3 points. Level 6, 2 points. And level 7, 1 point. And believe me, those the 7 levels add up, those 1 points. They are huge as well. So that's a lot. When you guys start growing really wide and getting your 1s and they start getting ambassadors, you start getting those level 3s and 4s and 5s, and you're getting paid on all of those per month. So that's what I like to call my retirement money. And the reason is because that's a huge part of our residual income is your ambassadors, your team, and constantly building yourselves with new level 1s, and your team is bringing in new people. You're getting paid on those every month. It's huge, the amount. And I'm going to show you guys in a slide in a little bit on the power of 3, a little bit more in detail on that too. But the next one that we get paid is on our business building bonuses. And this is also really good when you sign up an ambassador. And of course, most of them will purchase a welcome pack because it's about a 30% discount on products. So it's a great thing for the ambassador to purchase a welcome pack, and plus they pay their $34.95. Now I will tell you guys, if an ambassador wants to buy, say, the triplex combo, what's awesome about this is they purchase the triplex combo, say, as a customer on our website. They're only going to pay $10 more to go in and purchase the triplex in a welcome pack and pay their $34.95. It's only $10 more for them to do that. So really, they're only paying $10 to join Plexus. And that is huge. So they're going to purchase that welcome pack at their great discounted price to get them started. But the cool thing is you get paid on that welcome pack. That welcome pack goes back to the ambassadors. 50% of that welcome pack goes back to you as their sponsor. 25 goes back to the ambassador above them. 15, I think it is, yeah, to the ambassador above them, and 10 to the ambassador above them. Those get paid every Friday. So every time somebody in your organization within your levels 1 through 4, you don't get paid on business building bonuses on levels 5, 6, or 7, but 1 through 4, you usually, which they're working on that too, if you guys aren't getting your emails, but you will get an email that somebody signed up in your levels 1 through 4. And if they purchased a welcome pack, it's going to give you that in the email saying you either got this amount or this amount, depending on the level. So that's why in that email it tells you guys, you know, you may get $9.95, or I should have looked for you guys and I apologize. Or depending on, because they have a $100 welcome pack and a $200 welcome pack. So depending on the welcome pack that they bought, depends on the amount that you're going to get. So all of those, they pay out per week. So this week, say last week, you had, 10 new ambassadors on your team between your levels 1 through 4. All of those are going to be paid next Friday and go directly into your checking account or on your ProPay card or your Hyper Wallet, whatever you have. Those are sometimes something I forget about, and it's really nice to get that extra little amount in your account on Fridays. So those can really add up as well. But it's amazing that the company pays that back to us. So the next thing is your achievement bonuses. That's another big thing. Achievement bonuses are when you start ranking up with the company. So when you get your 3 ambassadors that you personally sponsored that have purchased a welcome pack, and they also, you guys have to be active. That's before, it wasn't always a requirement of them to purchase a welcome pack, but it has been now where they have to purchase a welcome pack, and they also have to be active at the end of the month for you to turn silver. So that's why before we used to see the ranks turn over. For some of you veterans, we would see the ranks turn over in our back offices if an ambassador turned silver. Now we don't until the end of the month, only because those 3 ambassadors need to stay active. For the points, it's a little bit different, but as far as silver, we still go ahead and congratulate them. And what I do, you guys, is if I have somebody that I know has signed 3 ambassadors and they've turned silver, I let them know, hey, I'm going to congratulate you. You're going to get your silver bonus next month as long as those 3 ambassadors stay active all the way through the end of the month. If not, you won't get that. That way, it kind of just lets them know, and they're not surprised if for some reason one of them turns off, which usually they don't. But when you become a silver ambassador, you get a $100 bonus. That $100 bonus is paid on your next check. So if you make silver this month, in November, you'll get that $100 bonus on your December 15th check, okay? That's a pretty good bonus because you're also gonna make extra off of your 3 ambassadors. You know, one other thing I wanted to mention, you guys, that I forget to tell people, when you sign a new ambassador and they're gonna be green, they're gonna show as green in your back office, that ambassador is not required to purchase an additional $100 or get a customer order of $100, and their backup order will not ship the month that they join. So if you have somebody that's joined, say, November 3rd, and they set up their backup order, it really scares a lot of them because they're like, oh my gosh, I just spent $100 or $200 on a welcome pack, but their backup order auto qualification is not going to ship the current month that they joined, okay? It does not go in effect until the next month. So just something I wanted to mention. But anyways, you get the $100 plus you're gonna get, you know, the next month, they're gonna start getting their $100 in PV. You're gonna start getting points from them. You know, maybe they'll start building the business. So you might get a little extra added to that. When you start getting points is when you start ranking up past silver. So those pay points we talked about that you get per ambassador, you get all of those points, and at the end of the month, you have your total points. 100 points is gold. And I know that seems like an awful lot of points because when I looked at it, I thought there is no possible way I'm going to do that. There's no way. I didn't really know what a point was at the time, but there was no way I was going to get 100 points. But I was wrong. And a lot of you have done it, and it's really awesome. But what happens is you start building your team, you're going wide, they're starting to sign up, you know, you're helping train your team. You're going to start getting those 100 points. When you get those 100, you get a $250 one-time bonus. So you will also get that on your next paycheck on the 15th of the next month. So that adds up because you already got 100 points times your $3, if that's what it is 300 plus any preferred bonuses that you have, different things we're going to talk about. So you're going to get a pretty decent paycheck that next month too, on top of that $250 bonus. So from there, you guys, you start building up more of your points and you become senior gold. Senior gold, I believe, is a $350 bonus. And then you become ruby, you get a $500, and senior ruby is a $750 bonus. And I still was surprised that they sent me those bonus checks because that's a huge bonus. But those are your achievement bonuses. Now, the next thing is your volume, your retail profit. What this is the percentage that you make off of everything that is ran through your website. Now, anytime a customer orders through your website, as most of you guys know, it goes into what's called personal volume, or we shorten it for PV. And that's all totaled up. It's usually minus your shipping and tax and maybe a little bit less. It tells you what the PV is, and I have a graphic I can share with you guys as well on if they purchase a certain product, how much PV you get from it. But it's most of it. It's a good part of it. So all of that's totaled through the end of the month. At the end of the month, if you have between $100 and $499, you get 15% of that total amount. The reason I say $100 and not zero is because the company gets the first $100. That is to keep the lights on at Plexus and probably to hire some extra people in the shipping department this month. But that is a pretty good amount, is the 15%. If you guys get above $500 in PV, 500 and above, it jumps up to 25% of the whole amount. So you make 25% of whatever your amount is, not just the 500 up, the whole amount, your total PV. So it's a really good goal. That adds up. But what I like about that is you also, if you have people that go into your website and they order as a preferred customer, which is what we always try to encourage, because when a customer goes to your website, they're going to see the two options as a preferred and a retail. A preferred order is 10% cheaper than retail. So it's a discount for them. That is great. The other thing I love about it, you guys, is because they get their product shipped to them monthly. And a lot of people love that. They don't want the hassle of worrying. But what I love about our company is you can cancel that or make changes to that 15 days after their first order. So they are not stuck into this order is going to come out every month. They can't cancel it. Oh my gosh, I'm scared to death. People get so scared of that. And I don't blame them, because there's a lot of companies out there that have a really bad auto ship program. So what I like to do is explain to them, look, this is how it works. You're not roped into this by any means, and write this on your calendar. You know, write it a week before your next ship date. You know, get with me. Let's visit with how you're feeling. Of course, I'm going to be following up with them anyways, but it gives them a little responsibility on making sure that they have their order next month exactly how they want it. They may want to add products. You know, they may have some left over if they only took one Accelerator Plus a day or whatever. So good to stay in touch with them and help them fix their order. The cool thing now with our back offices is they can go in and edit all this, so we don't have to call customer service anymore to change orders. They don't have to cancel. That can all be done in the back office, which is wonderful. And I'm going to do some more videos when more of that gets straightened out for you guys, so you'll be pros at all of that soon. I promise. I promise. But when you have a preferred customer goes in and orders, these are something that I love. You also get a bonus for those preferred orders. So if somebody goes into your website and say they order the triplex combo, and you get an extra $20 bonus on that triplex, that's an extra preferred bonus. So not only do you get PV, so if you're above $500 in PV, you're getting 25% of that PV of that order, plus you're getting an additional $20 on top of that. That's a lot. Even if they just go in and order a bag of Slim, it's $15 is what you're going to get as a preferred bonus on top of the 15 or 25%. So those preferred bonuses add up a lot. Plus, it's so much cheaper for them to order as a preferred customer. I have a lot that I've told that, hey, you know, order as a preferred. They still go in and order as retail because they're scared. That's okay. I just encourage them the next month. If they like it, I explain to them better because they kind of know what's going on now that, hey, this next order preferred. Another big thing, if they order 3 months of preferred, they are 3 months in a row and they go through your website and boom, get their order shipped to them monthly. On their 4th month, they get an extra 10%. So that extra 10% actually, you guys, is the same of what we pay. That is wholesale price. So those those customers are going to be getting a 20% discount from retail on their 4th order and then through whenever they continue. But they have to stay consistent on their ordering to get that 10%, that extra 10%. So it's another big perk for the preferred customers that I like to mention to them. So something I wanted to show you guys, and I'm going to try to, let's see if I can, no, I'm not going to. Let me see if I can show you guys. Hang on. Oh, yes. GW, you have a question.
Hey, can you hear me all right?
I can. Good job raising your hand. That was awesome. I didn't know you could do that. Go ahead, sir.
Hey, real quick question. Like, you know, if you got somebody signed up for, okay, a couple of questions. Preferred, okay, and they go in and cancel it. You know, when do you get paid the bonus? So if they go in as preferred and 15 days later cancel it, then you won't get paid that bonus that following month, or how does that work?
You will. Good question. You will. If they order preferred, say November, they order preferred at the end of the month, because that's in your PV, you're going to get that preferred bonus. And then if they order again in December, you're going to get that preferred bonus. And say they cancel it like the 15th of December and their order came out on the 10th, but they don't want another order for January, you're going to get that preferred bonus for December. Does that make sense?
That makes sense. Now let's flip it. So let's say somebody's a retail customer right now, and they, you know, their order's fixing to get shipped. Order gets shipped, and they decide, oh, I want to be a preferred customer. Mm-hmm. So they won't get so they already got their order, right? And then they decide to go preferred. So the next month they'll be preferred. Then that's when you'll get the preferred bonuses the following month.
Absolutely, GW. You said it. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. they get, you
Okay.
don't get the bonus because they ordered retail, but the following when they do, yes, you get the bonus anytime they go in and order as a preferred customer. Absolutely.
Okay. Cool.
Makes sense? Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions you guys do? Anybody else want to ask anything before? Yes, Sandra, go ahead.
You mentioned that if they order as a preferred 3 months in a row, so I have somebody right now who kind of got off track and she's ordered 2 months, but this month she wants to not order sent because she has a lot of product. So if she suspends her order for this month and then gets it the following, does she get the discount?
She doesn't. No, it suspends it. But I will tell you this little secret that's happened to my grandma, because my grandma orders and she's so sporadic on her orders, but has ordered from me for over a year and a half now, that when I would call customer service, because they would see how many times we have ordered, but we changed the dates so frequently for her and her products that when I did call, there was a couple times they gave her the 20% discount, you know, because they gave her the 4th month discount. But I don't think in the new system, it's going to do that, because it's going to show that she had that lapse of that 1 month not ordering the products. So then she starts over as her first month. So
it does, once you pick up again, and she's consistent the 3rd month,
after that,
then so it has to be without lapse before they can get the 20% every time.
absolutely, Sandra. Yes, which most of them stay consistent because they like that preferred of getting it shipped to them every month. That's the whole reason for the preferred. So if they order the triplex, obviously they need that every month. So then they're going to have it 1 month, 2 months, you know, they're going to keep consistently ordering it. So
Right.
It's one thing and like I said, I've seen them do it. The customer service reps, they have done it for me quite a few times. I haven't even asked, and I was going to, but they did it before I asked. And so that I have appreciated. That may be somewhere I would recommend, just because we want our customers to get the best deal, is where you call customer service. And, after they've ordered so many months and maybe they've had a lapse, you don't want them to have to start over. And usually they won't have to. So.
Okay. Thanks.
You're welcome. Okay. Anybody else have a question they want to jump in on? Okay. All right, you guys. I was going to try to show, let me see if I can show you guys. Let's see. I was going to try to show you guys my little thing here, but I can't find it. Of course, when I need it, I can't find it. Okay. Well, it was the graphic, you guys, I wanted to show you, but it went away, of the power of 3. And that's just something I wanted to visit with real quick. And what's our time like? Okay. With talking about this and the pay points and how all that works, I know a lot of you have heard about the power of 3, but I wanted to kind of just stress a little bit more on how easy it is to build your business and get the Plexus pay points going, which is our biggest part of, of our income coming in, is signing up your 3 ambassadors and becoming silver. But it doesn't stop there, is helping those 3 ambassadors to do the same and helping them to get 3 ambassadors. The reason is because we're helping them to get started with their business, as well as get that extra $100 bonus, which is huge for so many people. That extra $100 is huge. It also gets them excited because that's a good check. You get a $100 bonus, plus you're getting paid on their points, plus you're getting paid on whatever PV you might have. It's a great check to come in. I mean, my first month, I got a check for $200 and I about fell over because I didn't do anything. Then I realized, oh, wow, I need to start doing something. The next month it was $500 because I started telling people that, they needed to check this out. This thing was crazy. You can make money doing this. And by doing that and getting those 3 people, it really started growing the amount of income I was bringing in, which was beyond belief for us. Now, I know it's hard sometimes to tell people, you want to try to get 3 people, because it's really hard because they don't want to bother people with the business. one big thing I can tell you guys that I have learned personally is there's just as many people that go to bed at night wondering where they're going to pay their next bill as they are that are worrying about their health. And it's something that we have to offer them both, but we also have the business part and offering them this amazing compensation plan that we have as extra income for them. And so by helping your team to get 3 helps you to start growing, and then it's going to help them. And it's crazy, you guys, because even just down to your I think it's your 5 levels is what I had on my graph. I think it was like, let me check, you guys, sorry. I think it was like 2000 and, let me see. You might find it. It was an amazing amount of points. All right. It was, okay, just through your 5 levels, by doing that, it's 729 points. 729 points. By you getting 3, you helping, and helping to train them to get 3. Each of those 3 get 3. Each of those 3 get 3. And on and on and on. That's only 3 people. Everybody knows 3 people that could use this business opportunity. I guarantee it. That's 729 points. If you get down to your 7th level, that is 2,187 points. And I'm sorry I said that wrong. Sandra, don't write that down. I'm sorry, you guys. I apologize because this graph is different. Let me do it this way. Let me add this up. This graph is different than what I usually do. So on your 5 levels, you guys, it's going to be, it would be on your 5 levels, 29, it'd be 1,248 points. That's what it is on your 5 levels. Sorry, you guys. 1,248 points. The 324 I got, that's just for your level 4 ambassadors. So if you go down to your level 5s, your level 1, you're going to have 15 points. Level 2, 45 points. Level 3, 135 points. Level 4, 324 points. And level 5 is just 729 points. So all those added up is you get the 1,248 points. Times $3 is $3,744. That's just on your pay points of the potential of doing that. So that's how powerful the power of 3 can be, and that's just through your 7 levels. Your 5 levels. If you get all the way to 7 levels, your total points are 4,893. I don't even want to add that up, but that's a lot. Total ambassadors with that is 3,279, and it's just the power of 3. Just everybody knowing 3 people. It's so easy on that. So something I wanted to show, and I'm sorry I couldn't show you guys that graphic. I know many of you have seen it. But do you guys have any questions on that too that I can help with? Anybody? Okay. Something I wanted to share with you guys quickly because we're getting to our time limit and I want you guys to get back to your families. I started reading this book, and a few of you on here may have read it, and it's, I don't know if you guys can see it, but this John Maxwell book, and it's Everyone Communicates, Few Connect. And I absolutely love this book. It hit home for me, so there was a couple things I really wanted to share with you. And one of the big things, and excuse me, because I am going to read to you guys, but it's not very long, I promise. But this was good. It says, maybe you are the most skilled person in an area at work, yet you never get promoted, or you work hard and produce, but others don't seem to appreciate what you do. Or maybe you desire to build relationships with people around you, but they don't seem to listen to you the way they do to others. Or you want to create an effective team, or just become part of a good team. But you are made to feel like an outsider. What's the problem? It's connection. To succeed with other people, you need to be able to connect. That was huge. That was huge for me. And this whole connecting, there's some few stories and examples you guys he gives you in here, but I don't want to go through all those with you. But there was a really fun story that I will tell you real quick, that he talked about his sweetheart in high school and how she would ignore him, and he would always say funny little comments to her, and she would just give him, pretty much no attention. But all the other boys in school, of course, liked her, and he figured out a way to get to her. So he went to her mom and started connecting and building a relationship with her mom. And of course, he said he made quite a few mistakes, but he could do no wrong with the mom because she fell in love with him. And that, of course, today is his wife. But he goes through, of course, showing the whole connection, and when you're connecting to people, what it does, how strong it is. Something that was cool, he explains in this book on connecting one-on-one and in groups and audiences. And the connecting one-on-one is what I wanted to share with you guys. And he says connecting with people one-on-one is more important than being able to do it in a group or with an audience. Why? Because 80 to 90% of all connecting occurs on this level. And this is where you connect with people who are important to you. So he gives 3 suggestions of when, say you guys, like a lot of us right now, we're busy trying to, message and call prospects and our friends and family and let them know about the November promotions and free shipping and everything that's going on. And I love to go meet people for lunch if they're here, in Wilcox where I live. People like to go have coffee or do something. But even if you can't meet with them and you do a phone conversation, these are 3 things he suggests, which I really liked. He says to talk, of course, you want to talk more about the other person, which is huge, and less about yourself. Prepare 2 or 3 questions you can ask someone before a meeting or social gathering. And I really liked that one, is preparing and having those questions and then listening to them and always following up with a question. That is huge for me, is when I'm talking with prospects or visiting with a friend, even anybody, following up with a question, because I want them to know I care. I want to know more about them. So and they can feel that when you want to know more about, maybe their health or, what struggles they have in life. And then you can kind of help tell them what it's done for you, how it's changed your life or how it's changed somebody that you know. But also the second thing he mentions is bringing something of value, such as a helpful quote, a book, or a CD, to give it to someone when you get together. And it doesn't have to be much, but just something. The simplest things really make an impression on people. So I thought that was a really, really neat idea. And even if you're going and they haven't tried the product, maybe give them a couple samples of the Slim, something simple. But the third thing is at the close of the conversation, ask if there's anything you can do to help them, and then follow through, which is key there. Acts of servanthood have a resounding impact that live longer than words. And so I kind of just liked those 3 things that he mentioned and wanted to share them with you, because I know a lot of us are, meeting and talking with prospects right now. And those have really helped me, on not being so nervous too, and talking to people. And I do really good talking to people, but I will be honest, you guys, I still am nervous when I cold call somebody or talk to them about the business. But I am 110% better now, because I realize that it's not about me and it's about them. And I think, why am I an ambassador? And why did you guys join? Why are you guys ambassadors? Each of you have your why. And there are so many people out there that have a why. They maybe haven't figured it out yet. They don't know their why completely, because they don't have an opportunity to try to go and find it and help and follow their dreams. And you guys have that opportunity. So we have to remember that we were in their shoes once too. And now we have Plexus. We have seen what this business opportunity and these health products are doing for people. So when you forget about yourself and you're talking to them, it makes all the difference in the world in connecting with them. For me, because I will be honest, I worried about what people thought when I first started this of me. And I was worried about what they were going to think about me posting on Facebook. And now I've realized what it's done for my family and so many of my friends, including a lot of you guys that have joined me. This compensation plan is incredible. And when you get the phone calls of how it's helped people pay their electric bill or whatever it may have done, where, you may be able to go out to dinner an extra time for the month or the week. That's huge. So it really, when you have helped them do that, there's no stopping you because it's very motivational and you want to just pick up the phone literally and go call everybody and visit with everybody because to me, there's nothing better than helping people, and being responsible for that is pretty cool. So anyways, you guys, that was just a few things I wanted to share with you. Any other questions that I can help answer for anybody? Okay.
Jamie,
Awesome. Yes, ma'am.
I do have a question in this only because I've never had this happen before.
Okay.
If an ambassador signs up and doesn't buy the welcome pack right then,
Mm-hmm.
and does that have to be called in? Do you have to call in customer service?
Yes, thank you, Sandra. Very good question. And I was going to mention that, so thank you. Yes, they have 60 days. She asked you guys if they don't purchase a welcome pack during their sign up and just do the $34.95, which is completely fine. They do have the option to purchase a welcome pack within 60 days of that discount for that discounted product rate. And they have to call into customer service and order it at that time. So yes, Sandra, they do. I have not seen if there's anything coming through where the new back office will have that, but that might be something in the future where they just can go in and do that option later. So,
okay.
Good question. Okay. All right, you guys. Well, let me know any other things you guys want. Give me some ideas, anything you guys would like to learn about, message me, comment. And like I said, I appreciate you guys joining me tonight very much, and I hope it helped. Let me know your feedback too, and because I'd like to do the best I can for you guys on learning and training and helping you guys. So everybody have a wonderful night, and I will see you guys all next week and be talking to you guys before. So